We're in the golden age of mobile controllers, and there's so many out there, but this one is different. The Pocket Taco from GameSir is an inexpensive, quirky controller that aims to turn your phone into a retro emulation device, and it's about 30 bucks, so it's worth the impulse just to see how it works. But is it worth keeping in your pocket? Let's take a look. Quick disclaimer, this controller was sent to me for purposes of review. I didn't get paid to make the video, nor does GameSir get final say on the video, but if you want to purchase it, please use my affiliate link to support the channel. Now, the Pocket Taco is a Bluetooth controller that opens slightly, like a taco, and fits on your phone. It's in the style of the original Game Boy DMG, the classic color scheme just with more buttons. 4 face buttons, a menu and a home button, along with shoulder buttons and tiny little bumpers. While it's advertised to fit on your phone, you can also use it as a standalone controller connected to your Nintendo Switch, PC, or iPad. The Pocket Taco doesn't come with a lot, which I can appreciate. You get a USB-C cable and a custom carrying case with the controller layout engraved, so you can store it and charge the controller when not in use. And if you want to be extra fancy, there's a little lanyard that loops into the case. And of course, the manual and a sticker. Since the Pocket Taco runs on Bluetooth, it's easy to set up, but since different devices have different Bluetooth controller protocols, you'll need to switch the mode on the Taco to match said device. You simply hold the home menu down and press the corresponding face button. I started with an iPhone, so I set it to AP mode, and my phone recognized it as a DualShock 4 controller. When I originally connected the controller, I didn't download the app, and this actually proved to be a mistake. For some reason, the controller didn't allow 2 D-pad inputs at once when I first powered it up, which means that diagonal controls didn't exist. And also, games that require an analog stick for directional movement, like the modern Castlevania for instance, didn't work out of the box either. However, the app allows you to configure the controller to your liking. I turned off the D-pad diagonal lock, which allowed me to press up and right at the same time. Wow. And for games like Castlevania, you can treat the D-pad as a left or right analog stick to move the character in 2 dimensions. It still gets a little bit tricky when games need a left and right analog stick, but combined with touch, I was able to navigate the game just fine. Once you have the Taco paired to your phone, using the Pocket Taco is pretty simple. Open your favorite emulator, make sure that the image is at the top, and then open the Taco just enough to fit on the bottom of your phone. The Taco can accommodate a lot of different phones, even ones with a case, so that's really nice that I don't have to remove my phone from the case in order to use this controller. Despite being Bluetooth, the buttons are pretty responsive. I didn't notice any input latency, and the D-pad, once I got it figured out, makes playing classic games feel natural. And while I would have preferred clicky buttons instead of these membrane buttons, they're still pretty responsive, and the diamond layout makes it easy to play across different consoles. Affixing your Taco to the phone, like I said before, isn't required, so you can simply hold down the home button to wake the controller or just open it up just a little bit, and you can play in landscape mode. I prefer playing on my iPad rather than my iPhone when I'm traveling, so it is nice that I can just keep the Taco in my carry-all bag and take it out whenever I want. And you can play on the Nintendo Switch or PC as well, which is pretty cool. Having a tiny Game Boy style controller to play on the big screen is pretty awesome, especially if you're playing these older classic games. Now, let's get into a little bit of the quirks of the Taco. One thing that bugs me about the Taco is that if you're using this as advertised, i.e. on your phone, you lose a lot of functionality of your phone while the controller is in place. And depending on how hefty your phone is, it does feel a little bit top heavy, and the lack of any grip on the back feels a little awkward. Now, I can't really fix the top heaviness, but one thing I figured I'd do, since I also have an Android phone that I've been meaning to turn into a full-fledged emulation device, is buy a few of these little NFC stickers and write a macro to one, so that way when the Taco is fixed to my Samsung Galaxy S20 here, it automatically launches the program of my choosing, either RetroArch or whatever emulation device you want, and then it just jumps into that menu, and then you can select your game and you're good to go without having to actually click on the app and then put the Taco on. It's first world problems, I know, but I've always wanted to mess around with NFC tags for a bit, and this seemed like a perfect first solution to try to tackle. So overall, I recommend the Pocket Taco if you enjoy classic games and want a purpose-built controller made for these games. It's an incredibly portable and inexpensive controller, making it a great secondary device if you just want to have it on you at all times, and if you find yourself wanting to play games at the doctor's office or whatever. And if you're interested in buying the Taco, please use my affiliate link in the pinned comment down below. And that's about it for this video. Thanks again to GameSir for sending me this for review, and thank you guys for watching.